Beloved, I come to you today just to share with you the heart of God for His people, for your family, for your brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, in whom Jesus lives, and how they need our love and how they need our help, how they need to know that you care for them, even as I know, and the Lord knows you care for Him. He wants us to show our love for Him by caring for our brothers and sisters. You know, we know, thankfully, so well, John 3:16. I'm an evangelist. I love to proclaim and preach John 3:16. But how tragic that in the Western churches, there's another John 3:16 that's hardly ever really taught and really emphasized. And that's 1 John 3:16 through 19. I encourage you after this message, after this short message, to go and get your Bible and read it and meditate on that. And it defines love for us. It says, this is how we know what love is. Boy, that ought to catch our attention. And then the next sentence says, Jesus Christ laid down His life for us. That's the heart of the gospel. And thank God He laid down His life for you and for me. But the next sentence says, and this is where the Western church, we have just closed our eyes and ears to this very essential truth. And it says, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brethren. My goodness, my friends, we need to pay attention to that. And then the next sentence tells us how we do that. It says, if anyone has material possessions, parentheses, American Christians, and sees his brother in need, and it's talking about a brother, a fellow Christian, in need, parentheses, Christians living behind the gates of hell in the Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, and communist countries, and has no pity on him, how can the love of God dwell in him? Beloved, it goes on to say in the next sentence, beloved, let us not love with word and tongue only, but with actions and in truth. And the whole heart of New Testament giving is Christians helping Christians. Do you know that the only systematic, regular collection defined in the New Testament was a collection for God's people who were suffering as the result of a famine? Beloved, right now we have Christians all over the world struggling to feed their children, and nothing's being said. Hardly anything's being said. I'm not saying there must be some churches somewhere, I hope, that are teaching this and that are doing something about this. But we are not addressing this issue. We are not taking collections for God's people. Will you join us? Will you begin that movement? It's going to come from the bottom up, grassroots revival, grassroots awakening. It will not come from the top down. It's got to come from you and me beginning to obey. And then we can see a change, and our pastors will begin to join with us. And then they'll say, hey, listen, let's have a collection right here in our church. But for now, it's up to you and me. Will you help your brethren? They need you. They need your love. God bless you.